What's up, guys? It's Devilor here again, and I'm back with Spiral Knights. Now, a lot of things have changed. First of all, I'm no longer wearing my starter armor. I'm wearing this furry armor. So yeah, it has been a long time since I posted about Spiral Knights. I've been playing the game a lot on my own time. So yeah, I'm pretty far ahead. Um, I am currently, as far as the missions go, I am right here. Now, but before I get on to the cool stuff up here, these sorts of things, I want to go back and cover a couple of the lower ranked missions. Specifically, these two here. We're currently on this one, Blades of the Fallen, and as you can see, I've done this on Elite. Big mistake. What I'm probably going to end up doing is going through missions on normal, and then once I'm like fully maxed out, go back through on Elite. But that's for another day. Anyway, this mission can be a pain in the butt if you don't know what you're doing, or if you're on Elite, or if you're just bad at the game. So, first things first, there are these little bubble ghosty guys that keep spawning in infinitely, and they pass through walls, and if you don't kill them, then they will blow up when they get close to you. Think of them like poppers from Sunset Overdrive, if you've ever played that. And you'll see fairly shortly here. But before we get into that, you may notice that, no, not that, that I have this little pet guy floating behind me. This is Devilori. Yeah, it's not very original at all, but this is what's known as a battle sprite. You get to choose between this little ghosty guy, a little dragon guy, and a little cat guy. The dragon guy is more offensive, the cat guy is more defensive, and this is more like the thief class, if anything, because this thing here turns me invisible. This thing here poisons enemies. So yeah, I really like this guy. And there, see that guy there? Oh, he's so cute. What could he possibly do to harm me? Oh, he's adorable. Oh, ow, ow, ow. I better kill these guys and stop goofing around. So you gotta constantly run from these guys. This is normally a lot harder because you don't have gear this advanced yet, and you should not be able to deal that much damage in one swing. So, no. I'm just gonna run through this as fast as I can because there's a lot of stuff that I want to get covered. I'm probably gonna split this up into multiple parts and then just post them all at once. So you want to move these statues, hit the switches, pretty self-explanatory. There. And there. Now, yeah, see how many guys there are down there? You can get very easily overwhelmed. Right now I'm just running through, and right there I activated the shadow cloak thing that I mentioned earlier. So now I am invisible until I do anything other than shield. So when I pick that up, I turn visible again. If I attack, I turn visible again. If I dash or shield bash, I turn visible again. So you see this? New monster, Trojan. We'll get to that once these guys come to life. Because yes, these guys will come to life. You heard me right. So, yeah. See, this is a Trojan. They are invincible from the front, so you gotta attack the crystal on their back. Easiest way to do this, stand in front of them until you see the red charge there, and they swing their sword or something, and then get behind them, smack them, like that. Again, this This is not actually this easy first time you go through. I am playing on normal with very advanced gear. So yeah, one combo almost killed him. So you should not be able to do that. And here, he has a healer with him to help him stay alive. So take out the healer. Great, I'm trapped in the corner. Get me. No, I have never seen this before. I am pushing all of the buttons. Hey, move. Dude, move. Ah. Well, this is gonna suck. So yeah, try not to get trapped in the corner here, because that is very bad. Ah, jeez. The one... Okay. Okay, there we go. Thank you, asshole. So yeah. If my shadow cloak was up, I could use that to get behind him. If you have friends, he'll focus on one person at a time, so the other person can sneak up behind him. Yeah, I know I made it look incredibly easy, but that's because I have extremely advanced gear, and I'm doing this on normal. When you do this for the first time, it's just a massive pain in the butt. So, yeah. What I'm probably going to end up doing is I'm probably going to end up just doing that and then going through the different bosses. Actually, I think this will be a shorter video just to cover some things about the game, some of the more difficult portions of it, and then I'll just have all the bosses in their own video, because as you learn this very quickly, but the layout for each individual level is not the same. However, there are exceptions to that. For example, there's this like islandy place. I think it's like the Jigsaw Paradise or something like that. Let me see. Okay, Jigsaw Valley. That it has a couple different layouts. Those are the same every time. All the boss rooms are the same every time. Certain missions are the same every time. Not everything is always the same, but when it is. So you may see this thing, Hall of Heroes. This is where the main grindy portion of the game comes out. See, here is not that big of a deal, because if you look back here, all these missions which you have to complete give you the gear that you need in order to pass this, free of charge. So that'll be no problem. It's when you get further along when this starts to become a problem, because this is at least 3-star gear, and you may think, well, that's not all that bad. And you're right, it's really not, because they give you the recipes to improve it. Personally, I chose to abandon these recipes, except for the shield, and just go for like my own setup. So, yeah, it's not too bad, and they give you alchemy orbs so that you can do things and actually use it. However, any other recipes will cost 4,000 crowns, which is 2 boss runs. It's where you get here where it's really a problem. Now, I'll be honest, I reached this session, this mark today, so I have not been here for very long. However, I have completely given up on previous characters on these alone, because you may think, oh, 4-star gear, that's not all that bad. But no, because if you did choose to abandon the recipe crafting line things that they gave you, then each 4-star recipe is 10,000 crowns. I did not misspeak. That was not an error on my portion. 4-star recipes, to buy are 10,000 crowns. So yeah, that's getting the crowns alone, and these only give you one elite orb. They don't even give you 3 elite orbs. Yeah, they just give you 2. And being the geniuses that they are, they decide to put the third one inside the mission where you don't really need it all that much longer. So yeah, currently I have a 4-star shield, and that is it. There. I'll admit it is extremely handy. However, it's just, this is where the game really starts to get grindy. I would say the best way to grind out crowns would be to do, of course, the boss runs, because 1, they're the same every time, so you know what to expect. And wait, there's more than 2 reasons. A second reason is that for beating the bosses, you get special tokens, which you can trade in for armors and gear and stuff like that. And then you can trade those in for crowns if you really don't want them. But getting off of that for a second, this is the Hall of Heroes. They have a bunch of guys with various recipes. This guy is just like standard. He's got a lot of the recipes and things that most people will use, and he has the recipes that you get given for free, plus a couple others. This guy is the gunner, pretty self-explanatory. This guy's the bomber, again, self-explanatory. This guy specializes in shadow defense, this guy piercing defense, this guy elemental defense, and this guy, it says the specialist, and if you look at his gear, it's things like damage bonus versus fiend low. So these are like, if you're going up against this enemy, use this armor. Stuff like that. Use these armor, these weapons. This guy over here, he's the tank, basically. Yeah, squad guardian. Heavy defense and hard-hitting weapons. So if you look, this is a lot of slow but massively damaging weapon. I mean, seriously, look at that damage, and look at that speed. I mean, seriously, that is insane. Same with the shield and the mail. See, funny thing is, you see the sleep? That doesn't matter at all because no monsters inflict sleep, which is dumb. And this is my favorite guy, Echo the Striker. Basically, these are fast weapons. Yeah, see the speed on that? He is not joking. That weapon, every single swing, deals 2 hits. And it has 5 swings in a combo. One combo, that's 10 hits. That's crazy. It is easy to get carried away with, however, it's awesome, especially when you level it up to this, which can cause poison. I'll go over the status effects if I don't think I've gone over them, so I'll go over them after this. Yeah, basically, hit fast, hit hard, hit first. That's this guy, basically. And that's it for the Hall of Heroes. And before I go, the whatchamacallits, the alchemy orbs, they are not very common to find. I think they're more common than they used to be, but still, it's insane. And to make it even more insane, not only do you have to pay 10,000 crowns for the recipe itself, but to evolve from a 3-star gear to 4-star gear, you also have to have that equipment leveled up to level 5, which can be a bit of a pain. Thankfully, all the gear that I want to level up has been leveled up to the necessary level. So let me go ahead and go over status effects real quick. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. This is the advanced training hall. I'm pretty sure I've been here before, but even if I haven't, this is like where you get introduced to everything. Crystal blocks. Yeah, like that. Blocks can affect each other. Blah, 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 blah. But that's not why we're here. We're here for these. This is a fire vial. Sets people on fire. Damage over time. Pretty simple. Poison. Poison is not actually damage over time. Poison, it decreases the enemy's attack, it decreases their defense, and they cannot heal. This affects you too, so keep that in mind. However, for the enemies, if a healer tries to heal them, then they take damage instead. So that's poison. Can't really show it off here because I don't have a gun on me. That's sleep. Don't ever use this. It's completely worthless. Puts them to sleep, and they do regain health. Like that. It's just completely worthless. Don't use sleep vials. This is curse. This is actually a really cool one because when you curse an enemy, if they attack, they get hurt, which is really handy. This freeze, self-explanatory, shock. Not quite as self-explanatory, but it's a mix of damage over time and stunning. So, as you can see, they're taking damage. If they're in the middle of an attack and the shock goes off, then the shock will interrupt anything. That stun makes them move slower. So, let's go over here. Let's collect shock, poison, and curse vials and show them off. So if you go all the way over here, then you'll see this area here. This is just like a little sparring area. You can use your shield. This is how, I missed. This is how shock works. You see, he's going, see, hang on. Okay, whatever they're trying to do, if they're shocked, they get interrupted. And for some reason, that guy's not getting cursed. So, demonstration. Did you see that? It was 43 damage there, 39 there. So yeah. Then there are spike traps here. There. So this is how poison works on the knight. There. See, I can't heal. This is a better look at shock, which is kind of hard to describe. See there, I'm shielding. Oh, the damage is deflected, but the shield is still interrupted. Freeze, self-explanatory, you get frozen. You can still attack. However, you have to wait for it to wear off. Or you can have a buddy attack. Or you can get attacked in order to get rid of the ice. Fire, self-explanatory. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, this is going to be a bit of a shorter episode. However, it will be split into several parts that I will be doing in one session. So, for now, I'm going to hop off, and then I'm going to do the boss runs. So, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video, which should be done in a couple minutes. So yeah, look forward to that, and for a preview, I will be going up against this guy here, the Snarblocks. So keep an eye out for that. See ya!